students. Today I'm here to start a new chapter titled The Surprise Party by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, this story is an adventurous story. So, let's see what is it. Now, I would give you a brief intro about J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien, 1892 to 1973, was an English writer and a poet. He is best known for his fantasy works like The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings. This story, Surprise Party, is a part from the Hobbit novel. Meet me, I am Bilbo, the Hobbit. Hobbit. Now, what do you mean by Hobbit? Hobbits are little people, smaller than dwarfs. They wear no shoes because their feet grow natural leathery soles and thick brown hair. You can see in this picture, they never had adventures. Bilbo Baggins used to live in a hole in the ground. This hole had all comforts. So this is where Bilbo Baggins used to live. Once, Gandalf, the wizard, visited Bilbo's house to ask him if he could share an adventure. Bilbo did not want to join, as hobbits are very particular about their comfort. Further, Bilbo invited Gandalf for tea the very next day, but to his surprise, Bilbo was visited by 13 dwarves. You can see in this picture, students, how Gandalf looks. Gandalf had long blue beard. Unfortunately, in this picture we have white, but he used to have blue beard, and he was a wizard. Wizard is a magician. The 13 dwarves were Dwalin, Balin, Kili, Fili, Dori, Nori, Ori, Oin, Gloin, Bifur, Bofur, Bombu, and Thorin. Thorin was the proudest among all the 13 dwarves. They visited Bilbo and made themselves at home. Further, they demanded refreshments while they eat, they talk, smoke, sang, and play musical instruments. So, it was a short brief of the people who visited Bilbo's small little house, which had all the comforts. And who were the uninvited guests? The 13 dwarves. So they visited Bilbo's house and they were all uninvited. So Bilbo was expecting Gandalf to visit for the tea, but with Gandalf, all the 13 dwarves visited this house. Now let us see the story. The story begins with an unexpected knock at Bilbo Baggins' house. He was surprised to see 13 dwarves, one after the other, entering his hobbit. He didn't like the dwarves, as he was only expecting Gandalf for tea. But all the 13 were self-invited. All of them demanded for refreshment and they merrily enjoyed. So they were rejoicing, but Bilbo was very unhappy because he has to serve them all single-handedly. Bilbo was getting annoyed as he was busy arranging dishes, knives, forks, and glasses. Gandalf sat at the head of the party with the 13 dwarfs. All of them ate and talked and talked. Later, All the dwarfs started singing and played their instruments. As they sang, Bilbo felt the love of beautiful things. He wished to go and see the great mountains, hear the pine trees and the waterfall, and explore the caves. Then suddenly he thought of the plundering dragon Smog, who had taken over the caves of the dwarfs. Bilbo thought, if the dragon comes to his quiet home and burn it all to flames, soon he stopped thinking about and he was a plain Bilbo Baggins again. So this was all about the story, The Surprise Party. So just think of an unexpected party or some unexpected guest who come to your house. What do you feel then? Are you prepared enough to visit them, to see them? So think about Bilbo Baggins, who was so much surprised to see Candleif and all the 13 dwarfs. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you.